recognized for 5 minutes.
Aloha and mahalo, Madam Chair, and aloha to our witnesses for your testimony today. I have two questions I hope to get in, one for the Marines, one for the Navy. My first one's for the Marines. General Berger, my question is related to your testimony on page 8 regarding the F-35 and the current and future shortage of Marine and Navy pilots and maintainers. Specifically, you're concerned that if we do not remedy these shortfalls, that we're going to have a problem, that we're going to have a superior fifth-generation aircraft that the American people have purchased, critical to our agility and tactical supremacy of the MAGTF and the future expeditionary missions of the Marine Corps, without any pilots to fly them. So my question is, what has the Marines done since last year's budget request and this year's budget request to conduct a reassessment of its aviation plan, specifically the F-35 capacity requirements of the future force in regards to staffing, recruiting, training, retention of that aviator force based on the approximately 420 F-35s the service intends to buy it at full build-out?
Sir, we contracted an external study to look at what we thought our requirements were, capacity-wise, which is the heart of your question. Is it 420 some, or what is it? The second part of that, which you highlighted, is our ability to recruit, retain, train the people who can maintain and fly those aircraft. On the first, the capacity part, I think clear from the capacity part, first, the F-35 is a very capable aircraft and meets what we need it to do. The number of aircraft has to match what the Navy and Marine Corps team is going to need to do in the future. My expectation is, my belief is, it won't be the entire program of record. I don't know how many less until we do more wargaming, more experimenting, more learning, but it'll be less than the program of record. On the pilot and maintainer aspect, there were technical problems with trainer aircraft and some other issues that caused a backlog of training pilots at Pensacola. That's largely been rectified, but there is clearly a backlog, a gap now that we must make up. What we can't do is accelerate and get somewhere fast in the wrong way. We also have to retain the ones that we have trained already. Here, competition is fierce, as you're well aware. Some from the airline industry, but some from other places that make it a real challenge for the services to hold on to the captain, the major that has a couple deployments under their belt, a lot of time away from family, and we need them to stay in. We have to work harder there. We have to, on retention side, we have to approach it in a different manner.
All right, thank you, sir. Question for Admiral Gilday in regards to Barster and the critical undersea training ranges, specifically the one exists in Hawaii at the Pacific Missile Range Facility out at Barking Sands. I'll cut right to the chase. The President's budget provided only $33.56 million to commence fully restoring those range capabilities. I don't believe that funding is sufficient to restore full capability to our ranges. The Barking Sands Tactical Underwater Range is past its design life and needs to be replaced. Its sensors are inoperable, aging infrastructure resulting in reduced tracking coverage. Would you support replacing Barsters sooner, and maybe talk about how an accelerated timeline would actually save money while allowing more efficient ordering of materials and potential savings in level of effort costs?
Sir, I agree with you on the value of the range. I owe you more details with respect to the phasing and the money that we're putting against it. And if it's okay, I'd like to get back to you with those details, including what acceleration might look like.
Okay, you bet. Thank you, and I'll yield my time. Mahalo.